Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new semester of MACA 1200. I am Brian Sorial, and I'm going to handle this introduction movie pretty informally, okay? So I may pause it, I may go back and forth a couple of times. I'll try to make it very quick, but the reason why I want to do this is not only to introduce you to Canvas and to show you how to get into the class, or if you have problems, how to actually get to the Canvas help desk with a phone call, but I want to go through this syllabus, but not just yet. Okay, I want to introduce you to me first. So what I'm going to do is bring over a little text file that I have, and I want to bring up my website, which is the first part of me that really you should care about. And I want to read something because it's important to me that you know my take on what I expect from you this semester, what I hope that you come away with at the end of the semester, and just everything in between, okay? So I'm going to first go to my website here, and I'm going to show you that I have over 40 years experience. Let me move this down and put this on the other screen so I can read a couple of things, and then I'm going to go back up. I have been around, like I've said, a long time. I started way before computers. So I am a traditional painter, and I'm also extremely good in Photoshop and Illustrator and anything digital, including After Effects. And I do a lot, or I did do a lot, of Maya animation. But why I'm here is because this class is Adobe Illustrator, it's vector artwork, and I'm going to show you how I have impacted my career. I guess impacted isn't the right word. I have filled my career with vector illustration and done a lot of artwork using Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. And I don't really want to go through everything here, but these are pieces that I've done for Star Wars. I've done many things for Star Trek. I've done many things for Fortune 500 companies all over the world. That was for NASA. That was for Chevrolet. That was for McDonald's. This was something I did for my wife and myself after I retired. I still teach online for Macomb, and I used to run the program. And I was program coordinator, but now Sean Sarcona is program coordinator and doing a fabulous job. But I wanted to just introduce you to me. I now do a ton of animal portraits, and these are all painted traditionally. These are not digital. So I wanted to show you how I paint and how I assemble some artwork. I'm going to show you one thing before I really get into it. And I want to get through this movie in about 20 minutes just to guide you through the inbox, the Canvas whole module system, and just get you comfortable with working with me. But as I go through this, I just want to read something as I just kind of just go through this. And this is what I wanted you to know. I'm not your usual professor. Okay, I am not focused in projects or grades. Grades are important. I know that you understand that deadlines are important. But what I want you to know is building portfolio pieces, building great portfolio presentation packages is the total secret to getting a great job. Not grades. Grades are important. Yes, GPA is important. But it's the portfolio that will land you that dream job that you want. It doesn't matter if you have a 4.0 and your portfolio isn't up to snuff, you're not going to get hired. So I just want to walk you through the process of letting go of your inhibitions, letting your confidence rise to the top. A lot of you, most artists don't have initial confidence in their work. And I want to walk you through, this is a vector piece that I've done, and I've done hundreds of these for companies. This would retail out there for $800 to $1,200, take me about 5 hours to do. So you can see how many of these I've done in a vector way. But back to this. I want you to know who I am, and I think that's important to your success throughout this semester, to your success in building portfolios. Your happiness and fulfillment in life are totally connected to how well you want to get up on a Monday morning and go to work. And I made my passion, which is artwork, I made my passion my job. That right there went for $2,000, and I did so many of those, meaning this was for a windshield wiper company, and I showed all the different variations of how it could be stuttering, how it could just miss, and make a mess. I didn't show that in my portfolio here, but I did in my online portfolio. So you can see here how I just have a ton of stuff that's in here that I have done over the years, and I've assembled a portfolio that I keep very current. That's just because of the way the browser did that. So you can see here how I have made a entire career out of my passion, and I want you to experience that. These are my pet portraits now, and I do a ton of pet portraits all over the world. I love these. I love doing them. I've just finished 3 pet portraits in the last month and a half, and I'm having a great time doing them. But let me show you something that I did way back when I was only 15 years old. So this is where I fell in love with drawing. I fell in love with painting. I knew that I wanted to be, much to the chagrin of my parents, I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be full-time. I did these for Paramount Pictures. These are all the Star Trek characters. I did a lot of them over the years, okay? And I just wanted you to know who I am and what is important to me. What's important to me from a professor's point of view is your success. So I'll probably come back to stuff like this, and I'm going to show you in a few minutes a student portfolio from this class. But let's get down to business, where you actually go into Macomb Community College's website right there and click My Macomb. Many of you already know this. This is fine. Just bear with me here, okay? When you click My Macomb, you get into this canvas, this screen that has a menu on the left-hand side. Canvas is right there, okay? And you can click either Canvas here or Canvas up on the upper menu. When you get into here, if your class does not show up on Monday morning, I want to make sure I say everything, then I'm going to show you. Up in here is my class. Your class should be here Monday morning. If your class is not here, okay, I want you to call this number, which is way down at the bottom. It's right there. But guess what? I put it into the syllabus as well. So let me go take a second out and show you that I put that right in the front page, right in the first page of the syllabus. If you have any problems, call this number right here on Monday morning, and they will help you get into Canvas, okay? They will help you or tell you why your class isn't showing up. But you need to be in Canvas on Monday morning, which I'm going to go and show you how to get in there and then how to use the email system. But there's going to be a quiz on this syllabus. So please go through the syllabus. Let's take a second out. In the fall academic calendar, I give you all the important dates. Okay, so keep abreast of these. If for some reason you have to withdraw, please do it by that date right there, which is Friday, March 4th. Okay, April 4th. That's okay. I'm an artist. We don't know things. That was a stupid thing to say, but whatever. So here are the weekly dates, and this is important, because you have all 16 weeks of the semester. You see that week 1 is 1/6 to 1/12, all the way down to week 16, which is 4/28, to Saturday, which is May the 3rd, okay? Here's an important message that I want you to read from me and from Sean Sarcona, okay? He's the new program coordinator. And I want you to go through this piece by piece. Let me back off of this a little bit. I want you to go through it piece by piece. We've added a couple of new things in here. This shows you, and I'm going to show you the assignment list that goes along with all of these weeks of material. So you can see here, week 1 is Adobe Illustrator Basics part 1, and then week 2 is part 2. Well, that also shows up when you get into here. Let me see if okay. We've added a new generative AI kind of set of rules and standards. So I would like you to go through this. The generative AI isn't going to be part of the quiz because it was just added here. But please go through this and realize that I don't want you to solve projects, exercises, or activities with artificial intelligence. Okay, it doesn't help you, it doesn't help your portfolio, and it will not help your future. Knowing AI is great, and letting it help with client projects is fantastic at times. But just be careful, okay? So I'm going to go down here to the grading scale, which you can read. And I have this, well, you'll see it. I'll have this in the module, in the week 0 module, so it'll be there as well. And I'm going to send, the weekend before the class, which is the one coming up, I'm going to send you this syllabus so you can have it before the class starts, okay? Along with links to 3 or 4 movies that I want you to watch as another introduction to me, to my teaching philosophy, and to this semester. So you can see here that in this schedule here is week 1, and it's the Adobe Illustrator, as I said before, Basics Part 1. These are the items that you're going to have to do in week 1. Don't get worried about this. These exercises here, they only take 10 to 15 minutes apiece. Okay, they're not that long, and just get through them. Week 2 and 3, exercise the Illustrator Basics Part 2, and here are the items involved. So you can see here that I have everything in the syllabus that I want you to go through, and you can utilize this when you do the syllabus quiz. Okay, so let's put this aside for just now. Okay, and let me go back to the class and click on the class. So now in the class, I'm going to click on the very first page that it comes up to are the modules. Each module is a week. Now, week 0 just means these are all informational files. Now, listen to this, please. It says complete all the items. So you will not be allowed to go into week 1 unless you have opened up and seen and reviewed all of these items in here. Basically, just keep doing things in order. Now, what I would like to do before I go to week 2 or week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 is bring up, and I have to find where I put it. I have to bring up, let me put this over here, and let me go into where I have the short lists. Okay, so here is and you'll have this on, it's in here actually, just a second. So in week 0, right at the bottom is a short list PDF of assignments and a long list with images. Now let me just bring those up in Acrobat. So I'm going to go to the long list first. So here's the long list, and I'll zoom in if I need to at certain times. But check off this, and don't really use this one to check off, use the next one to check off. But I've made this kind of high res so you can actually zoom in and see what the assignments, what everything is, okay? So let me move this over if I can, yes. Now, you can see exercise 2 is here. Exercise 2 builds into exercise 3. Correct? Exercise 3 builds into exercise 4. These are 2 different student files. So this one would be exercise 4 for this student would just be a deeper, more detailed version of that. I don't want to go through everything here because obviously you have it in front of you. But exercise 5 gets more complex. Then you build into understanding the pen and curvature tool. And then you just keep on going using this to make sure that you're on the correct assignment for number 1, that in exercise 6, you can see what is an example of what you are going to submit to me. And I'll show you how to submit. I'll show you how to email in case you have an issue with anything. But let me back off on this and show you that it goes through every single thing of the semester. It goes into you creating icons like this. It goes into you designing logos with graphics. It goes into making scenes a little bit more complex with patterns and with effects. It goes into you understanding how to do sketching and and making sure that it's not there. There we go. So you can see what I turned this into was this. So you can see just how fun Illustrator is. And Illustrator, along with Photoshop, are the two most important, along with InDesign, are the three most important applications in the Adobe Creative Cloud. Okay, so just please be serious with Illustrator and have fun with it. I've had so much fun with it over the years. You're going to be creating textile patterns where you create and let Illustrator do create the actual pattern, you create the artwork. And it just is, again, I know that I'm very biased when it comes to graphics and being dedicated to your craft, but I just hope you guys enjoy this semester. This is a design for a t-shirt in Activity 14. Here is a little practice for a t-shirt. Here is the finished t-shirt poster. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you student versions of the finish. These are all my versions of what is in each assignment. And each module has tutorial movies that I'm going to explain something right now. So that is the long list. Let's go to the short list. So in the short list, it's just 2 pages, and it gives you a little verbal text list that you can check off. Make sure you check off this stuff in order, okay? And if I've missed anything in here, just let me know. Okay, Brian, you didn't put something in week 10 or whatever. There's so many changes happen in the semester, and you know that the applications update all the time. So I'm going to tell you by me bringing this over here. Again, let me finish this. In this short list, please keep it in front of you, keep it handy, and check off items so you make sure you're staying up to date. Okay? And here's the first time you're hearing me say this. If for some reason life gets in the way and you can't submit something by the time this wants you to submit something, let's say that in week 11 you cannot submit Activity 14 by the Sunday night. Just email me and I'll show you where that is. Just let me know you have a life issue. If you communicate with me, I will not take any points off. If you don't communicate with me and you submit something late, you're going to get points off. And all you have to do is read the syllabus to know how many points are taken off with every day something is late. But if you... Actually, I want to find that. I want to make sure you understand that. So let me do this. And I did say this was informal. Okay, it is informal. So let me go to the syllabus, wherever I put it, here, right there, okay. Now, in the syllabus here, it says, start here, okay, so let me click the syllabus right there. All right, so here is the syllabus in a little bit better text formatting, okay, but what I want you to see is, let me just go through it really slowly so I don't miss it. No show if you would like. Generative AI. I just want to make sure I find it. Okay. This is one of them. Contact me within 24 hours before the assignment's due date if there are any mitigating circumstances. Okay? It's your job to email me and let me know. Okay, that's important. And I thought that I actually put something in here that was even a secondary. Let me see if I have it. I don't want to take a whole lot of time here to do this, but I'm 69 years old and I can't remember anything. Okay, well, I can. Okay, they use a shell. Please have your enrollment important message. Okay. Just give me a second, please. Okay, that's all about computers. I think I say it again. But if I don't, you'll find it because I know you're going to go through this syllabus and you are going to read everything that's in there just to know it. I'm so embarrassed that I don't know where it is. I'm not really embarrassed. Okay, well, that's failure to submit assignments or exercises will result in a 0 grade unless you communicate with me. Okay, that's important. So just go through the syllabus, please, and let me put this back because I want to go back to the modules. So let's go over here, and now what I want to do is, if you cannot get into the class and you need to email me, you will still be able to go over here on the left-hand side and click the inbox. Now, that's how you email me. So I'm going to click the inbox, and in this window, you just click the new message icon, okay? And in the new message icon, you select your class. So I'm going to select the class pretending I'm sending something to a student. You click the To button, and you would go to Teachers and then click my name. I would go to Students and find the name I wanted. Or I could send a message to all students. See? Okay, so if I wanted to send a message to Brian, I would click it and I'd go Brian Sorio. I would type in something like assignment 1 issue. And then please tell me your issue in a very brief sentence, but then click the attach button and attach your Illustrator file so I can open it. I will open your file, create a very quick help movie for you, and then send it right back to you. And I usually respond within 24 to 48 hours, usually within faster than 24 hours. So let's say, and why, this is what I'm going to get into right now. Why is an online class in many ways better than an on-ground class? Well, let's say that you meet Monday and Wednesday in a class, and Wednesday night you have a question. Well, you know you can't get that question answered normally till Monday morning. But if you send me an email Wednesday night, I'll send you back the movie either Wednesday night or Thursday morning that gets you back on the road, and you're working on Thursday. You're solving things and not having to wait until Monday to get with the teacher. Do you understand? Okay, so that's why it's so cool. But make sure when you compose your message like this, let me know what your issue is, and then attach your Illustrator file. That's the second time I said that. Okay, so let me go back to my courses and back into the course, because what I want to do is, based on this short list and based on you getting through all of these items here, there's one here that you have to complete, the Student Introduction to Online Learning, and I'm going to click it. But I want you to click every one of these. In the Student Introduction to Online Learning, you can go right to it, right there. So click it, and if you haven't done it, then go through it. Actually go to your course or enroll in the course. If you've already done it and you need to send me a screenshot of what is in the module, let me go back and show you what's in the module. So in this module, it says how to take a screenshot. I want you to submit to me. See, it says right there, submit your named screenshot. Okay, so read this, but where do you find your class? Well, you should go over to the classes, and it should appear down in this list. So if you don't have your class in here, but you know you took the Introduction to Online Learning, and you can't find it in here, either click All Courses right there. You see where it says All Courses? Or go to the syllabus, or at the bottom of this page, let me find where it is again. At the bottom of the regular dashboard page is the phone number. So it's right there that I'm highlighting, right at the bottom, to call them and find out where is your introduction class. Okay? Or you can go to the syllabus, and in the first page of the syllabus, remember I said this was going to be informal. Let's go here and grab this Mr. Sorio. Okay, in the first page of the syllabus, there's the number there as well. So please call that number. I don't know why I'm not being able to get there, but there. Call that number, find out what the deal is, and then submit your online class, your introduction to online learning class to me. Let me go back to the course because I want to show you how this works. Normally, there are no PDF files to help you. Why? Because they don't work most of the time. If you get to step 10 in your PDF file, that's an assignment file, and I ask you, well, do step 1 and 2 over again, you probably won't be able to. But if you go to the exercise and you watch the tutorial movie that's here, okay, you need to watch these tutorial movies. And I'll play it for just a second.
Hi, back. We are going to go right into exercise 3, and we're going to build more color on the piece than I am going to...
Let me pause it. So, why is this so good? Well, let's say that you go through and you do a whole step and you messed up. Or you wanted to... Well, what did you just say? All you have to do is rewind it. There's a 10-second back button, 10-second back button, 10-second back button, and you can keep on going.
To File, Save As.
Okay, oops, what did he say? You just keep on going back,
So basically all we have
and
to
there
do
it
is
is.
turn the
And now
2
he'll say the
into
same
a 3.
thing.
So we don't want to hurt this one, correct? So we want to go to File, Save.
Okay, so that is why these movies are so important. And I want to show you right now, if the movie is not showing up with clarity on your screen, click the little settings button and go to quality and choose a higher quality for your screen. And of course, you can always, let me just say automatic. Let's go here and you can see I can go to full screen if I want, or hit the escape button and go back to here. So follow along, please. You'll get very used to it. I think I make and please forgive me if I go on and on things, but I try to get right to the point and without a lot of talk, although I probably talk a lot. But understanding the skills that are involved in Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop or InDesign are the most important thing, because it's the skill that carries you to a great portfolio. Now, before I forget, I want you to make sure, I'm going to say it again. So in week 1, you have to complete all the items. That means you have to go in and open up this read menu. You have to watch the movies. Please don't be in a hurry to get through this class. I work with students long after the semester is over sometimes to help build portfolios. So be honest with me. If you're having life issues, email me. If you can't submit something on time, email me. So all you have to do is go over here to the inbox, click compose, and email me. Tell me your name, tell me what the issue is, and we'll go from there. Please do all the items in order. I've had students say, Brian, week 2 is locked for me. Why? Because they didn't either watch my introduction movie or they didn't complete all the week 1 items. So just complete all the week 1 items. And when it comes time to submit something, please pay attention to that. If this says that your named file has to be a certain thing, please, file name must be correct. You see that? Exercise _4 _ last name first initial .ai. It has to be that. If I were to send a client something not titled properly, they would not be happy, and I wouldn't get a second job from them. So please, name your files correctly. Learn to read everything in this module, okay, in this exercise, in this assignment, in this activity. Please read everything and just follow along and enjoy the process. Remember, I'm not wrapped up in grades. I want to see effort. I want to see, and you know what? I have learned so much from mistakes, I can't even begin to tell you. Mistakes are not a bad thing. Mistakes just let you know how to fix something when it goes wrong. And believe me, stuff goes wrong all the time. And in that capacity, I want to put this over here, and I want to show you some of my traditional work, but I'm going to show you this first. And what this is, let me find where I put it. Let me just go up a little bit. Okay, so these are examples, and I'm only going to do this, like, just bear with me here. So in week 3, you have you create an owl, and I'm going to show you different ones that students have created. And let's go through this real quick. This is the week 3 owl assignment. And let me just hit the space bar and show you, these are the things that the students have done. Let me see if I can move this over and make it slightly bigger. Okay, so you can see here that students are so creative. They're so diverse. They show me their talent, their style, their illustration style, design style. They show me everything that I mean, you can't hide anything in here. What I'm trying to say is, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Look at how beautiful these are. These are just amazing. That student chose a beautiful pencil that they wanted the owl to sit on. The bottom of what the owl sits on and the colors the owl have inside of them are all your choice. Show me creativity. I want to see, that's funny. I want to see creativity in you. Isn't that beautiful? That's incredible. Okay, that was fun. I have to say that was fun. Now, let's go to week 5, and these are the design icons. These are all icons that the students have done. I can't make that, can I make that any bigger? I don't think I can make it tons bigger, but let's go like this. So you can see here, these are fun, graphic, simple icons, and you all know that these appear on modular devices, iPhones, iPads. Everything has icons now. And these are all simple vector. These can be blown up to 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet or down to 1 inch by 1 inch, and they'll all have the same resolution, because vector is not like Photoshop. Vector is not raster. Look at the creativity these students are showing. It's unbelievable. And you can tell, I mean, look at that student has such a different style than that one, and then that one, and then that one. So it's just so much fun to watch you guys grow. I just love it. This is week 7, and this is the logos. So you actually we give you themes like Swolemate, okay? And we give you themes like a brew time, even though they spelled brew wrong. Can you believe they spelled brew wrong? Oh my gosh. They got downgraded for that. So you can see here how these are partners in grime. It's not supposed to say crime. The student got downgraded for that. But these are so cool. These are really good. Next Level Gaming is wonderful. You can see there's 3 different ones for Next Level Gaming. There's a true partners in grime. Here's Shelf Awareness, like a bookstore with a cafe inside. And you can see just how much fun this is. Let's go to the next one. So you can see here, this is a textile design, like and you will know there's certain websites you're going to go to, like Spoonflower, that you can actually submit something to Spoonflower and you can actually make money on it. But let's just look at these. These are different ones done by students that have so much creativity inside of them. I'm just really, really happy to just watch it on a weekly basis, just to watch the whole journey. And what I mean by that is, it is a journey, okay? And I'm going to open this up in, this is a t-shirt design that I want to bring over from my other screen. And you can see I'm just going to go through them now. Let me get rid of that. I don't know if I can get rid of that hide for this session. Okay, so here are different t-shirt designs that they use the color of the t-shirt to help with what's called negative and positive illustration. Okay, so you can see here just how amazing these are. Then the styles, the flavor, the themes that they use are all independent. They're all creative. And they're doing, I love Lilo and Stitch one there. They're just really fun to look at, and they're really fun to actually do. Okay, now let me put this on the other screen because I want to click here and go into my other class. I taught 2 classes in the fall, so this is a second one. And you can see here how they're just beautiful work. I'll let the art speak for itself. Okay, let's go into, that was week 12 and 13. Here's a character assignment. Now, I won't get into the specifics of the character assignment because they're also used later in the program for animation, but all of these characters have their arms and legs and head can move, okay? Not in an exact three-dimensional way, but you will see it when you get to the week. Week 14 and 16. So you can see here how the students shot their own reference, developed their own pencil style, went to color, and chose their background. There is a perfect display of start to finish, okay? And that's the student that did it right there. So now you can see different other ones from other students that have just so wonderful to watch the creative journey here. And so many diverse creative styles. It's really fun to watch. It's fun to be a teacher here. It really is. And I love helping you all build portfolios. Last one is, oh, that was the last one. Okay, so let me put that down here and let's go back to, I don't need to show you this anymore. That's the short list. Here is the long list. And I just want to go back to make sure you read your syllabus, and I want to think if I've missed anything from here. So let me go back to the modules that I'm clicking. You can see that I just clicked that module. Definitely go through the syllabus and make sure you take the syllabus quiz before you enter week 1, okay? And I have assignment dates on everything that's here. If you find a date that is incorrect, just let me know, okay? There's so many changes. And one of the things I wanted to say, let me finish that sentence. There's so many changes that happen from semester to semester, and there are so many changes that happen when they upgrade the software, and they do it all the time. It's like every 6 months they come out with a new one. Well, you're gonna be on Illustrator 2025. And let me go to this and show you, if you're in Illustrator 2025, and you have to have it for class, okay, I have in several places, including in the syllabus, a link to Adobe where you actually you don't have to buy a book for this class. So it's going to cost you somewhere around $19.99 a month. I don't know if they've upgraded that price, but that's what you have to pay for the Adobe Creative Cloud. So if you watch this movie on this weekend and you don't have the Creative Cloud, make sure you get it, okay, before the class. I hope you can get it within the first week. You can get it immediately if you just go in there and say buy now. Now, let me what was I going to show you there? Oh, I was going to show you my Creative Cloud. So let me put this on the other screen. Let me put this on the other screen. Let me minimize this. And I do want to show you what's in here for a second, but here's my Creative Cloud icon way up on top. Do you see it way up there? So this is the actual Creative Cloud. If you want to see all your apps and you know that you need to update stuff, you just go in and you can update Photoshop, Illustrator. I have so many illustrators on here, it's ridiculous. InDesign, Premiere, After Effects. So just use your Creative Cloud in the proper way. And I do have you going in the Creative Cloud sometimes, especially to Stock and Marketplace, because that's where you get freebies. And I'm going to guide you through how to get freebies during this semester. But let me close the Creative Cloud because I don't want to get lost in there, okay? I wanted to show you something that I finished just recently. I wanted to show you this hummingbird painting, and those are hummingbirds that I actually shot in our garden this year. And let me show you that reference right now. So in that reference, let me just go in there. I don't know why that's not opening. Let's go in there. There. Okay. So my wife planted a beautiful pollinator garden for hummingbirds and butterflies, and this is what I've shot this semester. So take a look at all of these hummingbirds that are in here. I have hundreds, literally, but I chose these hummingbirds, or some of them, for my painting. And what I did was I also shot flowers. Like that hummingbird is by that blue set of flowers. Well, I wanted more flowers. So these are all flowers that my wife had. And this is a typical way that I'm a proponent of shooting your own reference. Okay, sometimes if you have to use reference and it's online reference, hear these words. You can use reference from a company as long as it's for your portfolio and you do not sell it. There is no copyright infringement. If you put something in your portfolio that's from Disney or Coca-Cola or the Olympics, okay, you cannot get sued for it. Just don't ever sell it. It's only for your portfolio, and the Supreme Court ruled that that is not plagiarizing, okay? But here is the Hummingbird original, which I took all those hummingbirds and I put them into Photoshop. You can see here how that's how I started the painting and how I did the background first. And now this is the finished painting, and you can see all of those hummingbirds that were in there. Let me just open this up very quickly and bring this over here. Hit the Tab key, Mr. Sorio, and hit the F button, and now you can go in and show all of these pretty little hummingbirds, and you can see that's all traditionally painted. It was 24 by 36, so it's a pretty big painting. And I love being unplugged. I love not using Photoshop and Illustrator, and I'm sure a lot of you have an art background, and a lot of you like being unplugged too. And this is another one that I finished. So here is an original garden photo, okay, and here is the actual garden painting that I did. And I loved it again. It has so much detail inside of it. Let me hit the F button, which is full screen, and scroll in, and you can see just how detailed this is right here. And because I'm a Star Wars person, look at my painting. And now, do you see Yoda? I'm sorry, Jabba the Hutt in there. There's a head of Jabba the Hutt that I hid in my garden painting. I'm kind of cute that way. Anyway, I want to go back very quickly to this, which is, let me just bring it over, which, whoops. Okay, and let's go here, and let's go here, and let's go into all the modules, which is where you are going to want to be in week 1. And if you need to know when week 1 ends, there is your schedule right there. So week 2 begins on January 13th to the 19th, so you know that when you go down here to week 2, you're pretty much in January 13th from this point all the way to this point, to the 19th. And it gives you all of these things to turn in. Now, the reason that says January 26th is because week 1 and 2, let me bring this back over, week 1 and week 2 are pretty much together. So you can see here how week 1 and week 2 are pretty much together. Okay, so it's part 2, and then there's an assessment on the basics, which is the end of week 3. I don't know why that's not going in there. Anyway, that took me 2 times to get in there. Anyway, so some of the assignments are in, like, let's say week 2, but they're not due till the end of week 3. Okay, so if you start an assignment in week 5, it's not going to be due until the end of week 6. If you start an assignment in week 12, it won't be due till the end of week 13, pretty much. Okay, so I want you to use these lists, use the short list to check things off, and then definitely, please, if you have a question ever, and I'm done the movie now that I can't think of anything else that I've missed. I probably did miss a lot of stuff. Send me an email. Hit the compose button, select your course, go in and select your teacher, okay, and then send me an email. Make sure you put a subject in there, and what are you going to do? You're going to type a very quick sentence and hit the paperclip to attach your Illustrator file. Please do not forget to attach your Illustrator file. I'll hit cancel. I'm very excited for this semester. In the email you're going to get these links right here. And I want you to just watch them, please. They give you a lot of good information about me, about my philosophy, about the semester, and just about getting ready for really a fun time. I know it's going to be busy. I know you're going to be frustrated at times. Share that with me too. But we'll get through this together, okay? And later on, I have a huge YouTube channel with over 200 or 300 or 400 movies on there that will help you in different aspects of After Effects and Photoshop and, yes, Illustrator. And I have many more assignments on my Illustrator link here on Google Drive. So I don't want to go through this. I'll send you emails during this semester based on my YouTube channel and my Google Drive assignment link. Okay, so maybe I should just go real quick to here and just let me see if I can do this very quickly. So let me just go like that. And here is my Google Drive list of free material. Like, you can go into these fantasy backgrounds, which are so cool. Let me show you one of them. Let's just see, these are like animated fun background things, okay? But down here, I have current and new assignments with tutorial movies in them. When you're done this class, you want to continue to do more portfolio work, there's a few more ones here to do. And you can send them to me, and I'll show you how as the semester ends. So I'm excited for this class. Please send me an email on what you think. I know I talked a lot, but it's important for me to get you off on the right foot. Take care, and I'll see you on Monday morning. Thank you.